to talk about either products to source or products to sell in June. Either one of these works. So let's get after it. So Kelly, the first one is yours.
The indoor and outdoor entertaining items. So with with school being out and everyone traveling, taking on vacations, they're gonna need, they're going to visit family. So maybe they, go play games or such, and they want board games, new board games to try out, um, new backyard games to do. So like beanbag. That's that beanbag game, cornhole.
Cornhole toss, yeah.
Yeah, or in it's in stuff like that, so that they can uh you know have fun with each other. And
Stay
so
busy and stay out of mom and dad's hair, or give mom and dad a break and let them have an entertaining party where you send the kids to grandma's. Look, people are going to be barbecuing outside. They're going to be having backyard parties. They're going to, light the fire pit or turn on the jacuzzi. They want to get outside. We've been cooped in, it feels like, for maybe 2 years. I think last year people started getting out, but at least for 2 of those years. And so I think, people were breaking free last year. They're going to continue to break free this year. So outdoor entertaining, including for the upcoming holidays. Like,
and also
go ahead.
and don't there are a lot of weddings in the summer, so a lot of wedding stuff too.
Yes, there are a lot of weddings. And there's also going to be some family reunions. I think this is going to be the year where there's going to be just so many family reunions because, again, people couldn't get together over the last 3 years. Some of them got together a little bit last year, but I think this year they feel a little more comfortable doing it. So,
Yeah, my parents will be celebrating their 50th this month, so yeah.
wow, nice. That's going to be a get together. Kelly's going to
Hmm.
need supplies, guys. All right, the next one is replenishables. With the state of the economy being what it is, people are going to continue to buy replenishables. These are things that when you run out of, you got to get more of. And definitely when you're hosting a backyard party or an indoor party, there's a lot of stuff that people are going to be tossing because nobody wants to do the dishes. So, plates, cups, those are going to be obvious. Napkins, silverware, that kind of stuff is obvious. But also think about those other replenishables that maybe you only buy them in the summertime, that when you run out of them, you have to go get more of. And it may be summer specific. So one of them is like sun tanning lotion. When people run out of sun tanning lotion, they got to go get more of it if they're going to be spending a lot of time outside.
I'm
Um,
going for the sunblock because if I go out to get in the sun, I turn red as a lobster. I need that blocking stuff.
there you go, sun blocking and sun tanning, either one. But that's an example of a replenishable if you're struggling to figure out what a replenishable is. If people are barbecuing outside, they're going to need aluminum foil. Once you run out of aluminum foil, you got to go buy some more. It's not like you can reuse it over and over and over and over again. I mean, some people do. I will not say that they don't. But the chances are that you're probably going to get more aluminum foil, more plastic wrap, things like that. So things that when you run out of, you got to go get more of. Those are the items you want to be thinking about. And those are things that people are going to need. So what do you go to the store for when you go? What's in your cart? Think
I
about that.
just ordered crock pot liners off of Amazon because I'm going to be using the crock pot a lot more now. And I know I was like, well, I can get a 10 pack for less than what it costs for me to get three, 4 packs at the
Right.
grocery. Yeah.
I agree. So think about that. Those are all opportunities. So go through your list. Just do a brain dump. It'll come to you.
So consumables, things, people will be eating a lot more because they're having barbecues and such, and you got certain holidays. We're gonna talk about holidays more in a little bit, but certain holidays have certain foods. And then you have the kids who are home from school eating mom and dad out of house because
Woo!
every 5 minutes I need a snack.
Every 5 minutes. Who you telling, girl? I said I was going to put a padlock on my pantry and my kitchen. That's part of the reason why I'm in the kitchen. Nicholas has already been down here twice asking where's the food. Oh my God, yes, she is not lying.
You got the teenage boys. It's like they eat dinner and 5 minutes later they're like, "What's dessert?" And like, you just ate.
Yeah, and Tony's doing summer track. So yeah, there is a whole that whole woo, it's a lot. Anyway.
And then you also have like vacation Bible schools and little camps going on. And they always have snacks they provide. And they need to buy the snacks somewhere.
Yep, that's absolutely true. So you should consider getting a wholesale account with, a grocery wholesale account and get into the grocery game or get into food. College dorm items. There's going to be a lot of kiddos that have to report to college sometime at the beginning of July. A lot of kids had to leave the dorms, and then if they're not going to summer school, and then they're going to come back, so they're going to check into the dorms. And, it's all of the stuff that you're going to need to put into a dorm. If you're not really sure, you can go to any college website and they'll have a list of what items you can and cannot bring or have in your dorm. There's a reason why you see all these little miniature, like, waffle makers and miniature coffee cups and miniature mixers and blenders. Like, there's miniature versions, like the individual versions. It's because a lot of these kids are going into college. And so you see them in different colors and different sizes at the stores right now. And there is a reason why. Microwaves, all kind of stuff. Toaster ovens, because they're going to be doing stuff in their dorm room, which is a small room. Yeah. And in addition to that, think about all those college students who graduated, or all of the high schoolers who graduated getting their first place. So there's going to be the regular size stuff that people will want to buy for their new apartment or their new house or whatever it happens to be. I got a new job or an internship in wherever, New York, New Jersey. And so I need stuff. So think about that list, go and do some research on it, see if there's something that you can sell. All of it you can sell. It's just a matter of whether or not you do or don't have to have a wholesale account or things like that. Anything else you want to add to that, Kelly?
And extra shelving. One of my biggest sellers when I did drop shipping was this shelf thing that fit over like the mini fridges. And it was like this little shelving thing. And, I sold that always sold, because, the dorm rooms are small and there's not a lot of space to store stuff. And, kids are used to going from their own room to a room where they're sharing with someone else. And it's half the size of what their own room was. And
yes. And they got to get used to all of that. They got to get used to dorm life. Yeah. Or if they're not doing dorm life, if they got roommates, they got to deal with that too. I mean, both of them are roommate situations. Just one of them got bigger space than the other.
Yeah.
Yep. June and July holidays. There's a lot of holidays, major events that are happening in June and July. And so you are in June at this point, but there's still an opportunity for you to source some items to be able to sell in June. There's also an opportunity for you to create the listings if you didn't already do it in May. So, of course, we know Father's Day. There's Juneteenth. There's a few other June-related holidays. And then you have the 4th of July. And after the 4th of July, you have, of course, later on, you have Labor Day. Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day are all red, white, and blue themed. So keep that inventory. Take advantage of that inventory. Buy the stuff that's on clearance because you can use it.
So travel, road trip, and summer camp items. So everyone's, going to go on travels and our road trips. I took a road trip last year. We're just going on a small trip this year. We're not going all the way to the other side of the country this year. We're just going to San Antonio this year. But we still have to prep for that. They want, to make sure you have, your luggage, your little carry-on bags that fit the airplanes if you're just going to a weekend getaway and you can fit everything into a little bag. And in summer camp, the kids might need certain things. They might need some certain color of T-shirts or socks or, you might be doing they have all sorts of summer camps. There's like sports summer camps and science summer camps and
Oh yeah, church summer camps.
mm-hmm.
If you are just struggling to figure out what to source and sell from a summer camp, like connect with some kids in the neighborhood, or if you are part of a church and you maybe help out in the summertime, find out what the kids are doing at some of these summer camps if you're struggling to figure out what ideas to source and to sell. And remember, like, all of these places have to keep kids entertained too. So there's stuff like that you can source and sell as well. There's just a plethora of opportunities. Plethora. You got to keep the kids busy in the back seat.
Yeah, games and portable DVD players and
Yep. Just that category alone probably is at least 500 items that we just, maybe not 500, maybe closer to 300. But the point is a lot. There's a lot of opportunity there. Learning activities. We don't want kids to regress over the summer. So workbooks are everywhere. There's a reason why. Pay attention to the timing in which they come out. If you're doing print on demand, make a note of this for next year. If you decide you want to put together some learning activity workbooks and things like that, coloring books, puzzles, word search, any of those things, mazes, like this is a great opportunity to create those types of products. If you want to do print on demand, keep this time in mind. And then also, again, which products are selling. And these types of products will sell all summer long, all the way up till just before school starts.
so swimming related items. So here, in the beginning of the summer, swimming's fun. By the end of the summer, you're swimming in bathwater. So, but swimsuits. I know I'm gonna be looking for a new swimsuit this year because the one I had last year is definitely gonna be too big for me now. That's always a good problem to have. So swimming goggles, your floaties, your floats, those little things you throw in the water to people to go dive after. And then also the stuff to upkeep the pools, the chemicals and the have this thing that floats on the water and it tells you if the baby falls into the pool, that kind of such.
Pool nets, pool guards, swim shoes, like you could go on and on, goggles, everything, snorkeling gear, number of things.
Mm-hmm.
Automotive care and maintenance items. Again, people are taking road trips. What do they need in their car for roadside assistance, emergencies? What do they need to do to their car before they go on the trip? I love those things that you can put on the back of the seats that they can collect trash, because on a road trip, there's all kinds of kids are spilling stuff everywhere. They have those little things that hooks on the back of the seat that turns into a little laptop desk type of thing. Same thing that pulls down when you're in a airplane, the little thing behind the seat. They have those for the back seats of cars. I don't know if people know that. They got the little trash bags underneath them. And I sold a few of those. And so, again, road trips. What's going to make the parents' life a whole lot easier? What's going to make them not have to go get the car completely detailed when it's over?
Lawn care and maintenance. So now that we got stuff blooming and everything, you got weeds are growing. That's my yard. Just weeds are growing everywhere because lawn care and maintenance is not on the top of our priority list. So we get nasty letters from it. So, stuff to take care of your lawn, your weed sprays and stuff. You have to make sure that you follow all the guidelines to shipping that stuff. So, and then there's also like mulch and stuff. You could probably drop ship, and like I said, we don't do
as much lawn care as we should.
I don't do lawns.
But she will tell you that lawn care stuff does sell. It does sell.